What's that? Are the floodgates opening up for the Oklahoma Sooners? I bet you they are, because the Sooners just got themselves a commitment not too long ago from a wide receiver. Plus, the big fish is on campus right now. So, let's talk about that real quick. Before we do that, welcome to Unfair Sports. I'm your host, Jay. Thank y'all for pulling up to the channel. This video is powered by our partners over there at BetUS. Check them out. They're hooking up the gamer. 150% bonus on your first deposit of $2,000 by using promo code YouTube150. We're not going to bury the lead here. We got ourselves what? A commitment. Something that we've all been waiting for. We've been waiting to see if a wide receiver was going to pick Oklahoma, and boom. Javanni Gibson from University of Arkansas Pine Bluff, HBCU down in Arkansas, picked the Sooners. Let's break down what that means, because I think that y'all overlooking the most important part about it. Let me explain why. So Javanni's going to be coming in, and I'm going to be honest, he's way better than you think. 6'3", 205-pound wide receiver, comes in not rated the highest as far as, I think it's like 166th in the transfer portal right now, but there's thousands of people in there. Keep that in mind. Played 12 games last season, 70 catches for 1,215 yards, 12 touchdowns. Dude was cooking there at University of Arkansas Pine Bluff. And some people have already been upset in the social medias. They're like, we got a guy from Pine Bluff. I'm sorry, 9 touchdowns. But he's like, we got a guy from Arkansas Pine Bluff. What does that mean? He's 6'3", 205 pounds from Opelousas, Louisiana. Other player I know from that area, Keon Coleman, who was a beast. Michigan State, when Florida State got drafted high with Buffalo Bills. And we love him because he's just the countryest person in the world and he's fun. But the big thing about Javanni is there's two folds about him committing today. One, we finally got him on campus, and he's only a sophomore. So he's played 2 years of college football, only one at Arkansas Pine Bluff. Last year was his first year there, and he got that 70 catches, 1,200 yards, 9 touchdowns there. He's a deep threat. He's got size. He's got speed. But y'all remember the last person that we had that came from Arkansas Pine Bluff? Y'all liked him a lot. Should I refresh y'all's memory? Mark Bradley. Y'all remember him? Wide receiver, number 1? Yes. He had went to Arkansas Pine Bluff and transferred to Oklahoma as well. Didn't know that, did you? Didn't think about that, did you? I had to do some digging. I was like, man, I swear we had somebody. And then the Crimson and Cream Machine posted it on X, and I was like, oh yeah, Bradley did come from there, because that's where he's from. He was born and raised in Pine Bluff, Arkansas, and he played at UAPB and then transferred to Oklahoma. He was a very good contributor, and that's what we're looking for, right? Guys that can contribute. And I think Emmett Jones sees this guy and says, yeah, I can use his size, I can use his speed, and we refine his skill. Guess what? Blows up. That's what I'm expecting. I'm just telling y'all now, that's huge for Oklahoma to pick up a guy like Javanni Gibson, because I think that he's going to be something that can be a legit contributor. He doesn't have to put up a whole bunch of numbers. Let's put it this way. Mark Bradley, I went and looked up his numbers from Oklahoma. Let me go pull up those numbers from the year that he was with the Sooners. First year, he came in 11 catches for 194 yards, 2 touchdowns. Okay, cool. Then he had 23 catches for 491 and 7 touchdowns in 2004 the next season. That's not bad. And if the room grows the way that we hopes, that's all that matters. I mean, Oklahoma State, 4 catches, 128 yards, and 3 touchdowns. He had the breakout game there, and he went to the NFL. That's what you're looking for. Also, on top of that, if you're wondering if Javanni's skill set can translate to the SEC, I believe it can. You know who led the SEC in receiving yards this past season? Andrew Armstrong. Andrew Armstrong at Arkansas. He had 78 catches for 1,140 yards this past season. He only scored once, but he had 78 catches for 1,140 yards, which led the conference in receiving yards per game. He had averaged 103 yards per game in his 11 games. Not the most touchdowns, but he had the most yards. Him and Trey Harris, the 2 wide receivers that got 1,000 yards, and Trey Harris came from Louisiana Tech. Andrew Armstrong came from what? Texas A&M Commerce? He had 1,000 yards Texas A&M Commerce, 13 touchdowns, 62 catches. So my point is not saying that Javanni will do that, but saying that Javanni has the possibilities. Let me know what y'all think. Hop in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. Shout out to BetUS. They're hooking up the gamer. 150% bonus on your first deposit up to $2,000. 125% on your second and thirds up to $2,000 by using promo code YouTube150. Right now, Oklahoma plays Michigan today at the Jumpman Circuit. And the Sooners are what? You guessed it. 4-point dogs in that game. Got to ask ourselves, can the Sooners overcome that? I think they can. If you want to get into the action, BetUS is going to hook you up. 150% bonus on your first deposit up to $2,000. 125% bonus on your second and thirds up to $2,000 by using the promo code YouTube150. BetUS, where the game begins. So, next up, item up for bid. That commitment by Javanni Gibson is intriguing because there is a specific somebody on campus with them right now. John Mateer. So Mateer is on campus, and now we are on watch. Either he commits now, or he don't commit at all. I'm not saying that he ain't committed already. Ain't saying that it's already populated. But I'm telling you now, he is on campus, and now we're just waiting for him to finalize that he is going to be a Sooner. So the fact that a wide receiver committed while on campus with the quarterback kind of makes me feel like that's a little bit of a coinky dink, and this guy is putting in work. Ben Arbuckle, Emmett Jones, all of them working together, figuring this stuff out. Makes me feel like something could come down the line. So, I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Hop in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. Think Sooners got a chance? I do. I've already told y'all that. But there's also one thing, though. Ben's name is starting to come up a lot. The unfortunate thing for helping clear out a school of their coaches, especially is when the head coach takes another job. Now, I'm telling y'all this now because you're going to see posts by some older folks out there in the social medias, and I want you all to make sure that you stay calm. Relax your mind. Let your conscience be free. It's okay. I don't see any smoke anywhere legitimately. But Jake Dickert, the head coach over there at Washington State, is now the head coach of Wake Forest. Do I think Ben falls into Wake Forest? Absolutely not. He's getting way more money in the SEC. He's not going nowhere for that. But can Washington State lure him back for a head coaching job? I'm going to say no. I don't think so. Don't see it. Don't see him going back to Washington State for a head coaching job. And yeah, they're going to go into a big search, and they'll probably have their search completed after the bowl game. But I don't see Washington State going after Ben Arbuckle or trying to bring him in just because of his youth. They're probably going to look for somebody with more of a head coaching experience and pedigree. So calm down. Don't see it happening at this point. Ben's going to get his opportunity in about 2 years after he blows it up in the SEC, does great things for us. But I don't think that's a legitimate concern right now. So, wanted to put that out there. Hop in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. I was going to wait on this video because I've heard that there's some more wide receivers and other players in conversations of doing their commitments, but we ain't synced it yet. And so I said, I'm going to go ahead and make this video, put it out there, and then as soon as I put it out there, somebody else is going to commit and I can make another video. So we're just going to follow that trend. Shout out to BetUS. They're hooking up the gamer. 150% bonus on your first deposit, $2,000. 125% bonus on your second and thirds by using promo code YouTube150. I will chop it up with y'all later on tonight. We'll go live. Hopefully my guests can pull up because if there's not a particular amount of news that populates, the homie will pull up. We'll have a guest to talk later on. And yeah, we'll chop it up soon. Peace.